2 days, 5 venues, 9 bands, 75 musicians, and all of it is free. We are talking about the first ever Burlington Jazz Festival set for Friday, July 25th and Saturday, July 26th. Myra Goldie is a Jazz Festival organizer and is joining us now. We're so happy to have you here, Myra. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I'm really excited to be here.
Yes, we're excited to talk with you. This is the first ever Burlington Jazz Festival. Very, very cool. So how did all of this come together? And we'll get to this because Burlington really does have a rich history in blues and jazz music.
Yeah, so historically it happened in the early 1900s, but I'll jump ahead to 2025.
Let's do it. Let's do
it. Yeah, our Visitors Bureau actually had a wonderful grant, and because of our history with jazz, they just thought that now was the time. Burlington has so many amazing festivals and events going on. You've already talked about some of them today.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was just time to bring jazz back to Burlington.
Okay, wonderful. So tell us about where it's happening, because this is unique in the sense that there's going to be a few different areas where we can enjoy all of this.
Yeah, so as I'm sure we're all aware, it's really hot in July in Iowa, and so we decided to actually take all of these concerts inside.
Okay.
So including our block party on 3rd Street, we have a total of 10 different concerts that will be taking place across the Capitol Theater, the Art Center, the Washington, the Heritage Event Center, and then Burlington Riverfront Entertainment, so right along the Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah, and every single venue will have at least 2 different concerts going on.
That's wonderful. And this is a really awesome way, not even just for visitors, but even people that are local to the Burlington area, to just check out some of these spaces and venues if they haven't already. This is oftentimes a really great way to get people through the door and to see those spaces if they haven't ever done that before. Just, you know, throw a live band in there and, you know, you draw people in.
Definitely.
So talk about roughly how many performers there are this year, or maybe who some of them are. I won't make you go down the list, but you do have quite some amazing acts lined up.
Yeah, we really do. So we polled regionally. So we have Dave Katz is coming in from Chicago. He's a pretty prolific trumpet player.
Okay.
We have an organ trio that is hip-hop and soul inspired, coming from Kalamazoo. We have some Twin Cities performers.
Wow.
And then it's just kind of a grab bag from all across the Midwest.
Okay.
I think in total we have over 75 musicians. Of those, concerts taking place inside the venues, but then on Saturday we have a block party, and then we're going to be pulling like super local.
Okay,
and so
I
total probably 85, 90.
That's great. That's very cool. And you're also pursuing some jam sessions.
Oh yeah.
Throughout the weekend. So describe what that is and really what that means for the audience to be able to be part of something like that.
Yeah, sure. So this is very typical for jazz festivals.
Yes.
One of the most amazing aspects of jazz is how communal it is, and it's all improv.
Yeah.
And so everyone just feeds off each other. I mean, it's a conversation between musicians, but also the audience.
Yeah.
And so at the end of both Friday and Saturday, we'll have jazz improv sessions, jam sessions, where all of our performers can play.
That's super cool.
People from the community can play. Any attendees, if you play an instrument, bring it.
I love that.
Bring it, why not? And it's just like such a fun opportunity to mingle, to build that community, to riff, and then also to witness, because that will be jazz in its truest form.
Yeah, people will definitely be feeling something, especially you know, people who really love jazz music. So let's talk a little bit more about some of the other things that are happening outside of the performances themselves. We talked about the block party. There's going to be obviously music, but food, drinks, all of that good stuff.
Yep.
DIY merch opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that all about?
Great question. Okay, so again, leaning into the improv nature and the DIY, find your own way aspect of the genre, we decided that we wanted our merch to be reflective of that. And so rather than creating designs, we are going to, similar to a temporary tattoo where you get to cut them out of the sheet, we're going to do that with different decals for shirts.
Oh, nice.
And so people can build their own shirt, and then it'll be pressed on site. We're doing something similar with buttons and pens.
Okay.
And so, yeah, you get to come and completely design your own merchandise.
That's wonderful. Okay, a couple more things I want to tell people about the Bart Howard Cocktail Competition.
Yes.
Bart Howard is an historic musician from the Burlington area, so very meaningful, but you're incorporating some, not only local businesses, but really anybody could sign up to do this.
Anyone, yeah, any sort of establishment.
Okay.
So Yeah, the Bart Howard Foundation, in memory of Bart Howard, who was the composer of Fly Me to the Moon,
Yeah.
and just the grandfather of cabaret, kind of.
Yeah.
They have sponsored this competition,
Yeah.
and so a bunch of different restaurants and bars have entered cocktails, and so all throughout the festival people can go in and sip and sample
Fun.
and imbibe, have a good time between sets, and then we will have ballots so people can vote on their favorite, and the winner will be announced at the block party.
Very fun. And then finally, tell us quickly about the fundraiser concert on July 14th. This is a Monday. Just it's very important and
Yep.
significant to all of this.
Yeah, big time. So keeping the festival free is so important
Yeah.
because it's making art and history accessible to the
Yeah.
masses. And jazz in particular is just so historically significant.
Yeah.
It's influenced everything in music. And so anyway, this fundraiser will be taking place at the Art Center. There will be a concert and then also 4 different rounds of trivia. It's going to be a really, really great time.
All of this sounds like a great time. I mean, Burlington after today just seems like the place to be. So the first ever Burlington Jazz Fest is happening Friday the 25th and Saturday, July 26th. It is free to attend. They want to keep it that way. To find the full schedule of events, the lineup, or a detailed venue list, be sure to visit btownjazzfest.com. Myra, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us all about it. And I look forward to Jazz Fest Year 2.
Absolutely.
So, yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
And we'll see you there.
Yes, thank you.